ready to unlock the secrets of selling your house for top dollar. We're doing a deep dive into pre-sale repairs, and trust me, this isn't your grandma's fix-it list. We're getting insights from the best Luis Navarro.
The best.
He's a real estate pro, been doing this for decades, and get this, Navarro actually guarantees he'll sell your house at your target price in your time frame.
Wow. That's a bold promise.
Yeah, or he takes a hit on his commission, puts his money where his mouth is, you know?
That's definitely not something you see every day. Speaks to his confidence in his methods.
Totally. So we're dissecting a chapter from his book today to see what his secret sauce is.
Well, one thing he talks about that really resonates, especially now with the market being what it is that sellers shouldn't always jump into huge renovations.
It's more strategic than that, huh?
Exactly.
He's big on looking beyond just like the basic inspection report. You know?
Absolutely. Going deeper.
Yeah, like what are those little things that could make a buyer be like, what's going on here?
It's all about psychology, right? Buyers are looking for any little reason to doubt.
Totally.
Navarro, he uses this example of loose doorknob.
Okay.
Seems minor,
Right.
but it gets in the buyer's head.
It's like if I go to a restaurant, right, and the menus are all sticky,
Oh, I know, right?
it makes you wonder about the rest of the place, you know?
Exactly. Suddenly you're wondering, what else haven't they bothered to fix? That loose doorknob, it might make them think twice about the whole house.
So how do you stop those doubts before they even start? Navarro talks about getting a fresh pair of eyes on your place, right?
He does. A good realtor, someone who really knows their stuff, can spot those subtle things that could make a buyer hesitate. It's about being proactive.
Because let's face it, we're emotionally attached to our own homes. We might not even see those little flaws anymore.
Exactly. And that's where Navarro gets really interesting. He says you have to shift your mindset, go from this is my home to thinking of it like this could be anyone's home.
That's got to be tough, though, emotionally.
It can be, but it's key to getting top dollar. Think about it when a buyer walks in, they're picturing themselves living there.
Right.
If the place is a blank slate, it's easier for them to do that.
It's like, you can look at a cool lamp in a catalog, but then you get it home and it just clashes with everything.
Exactly. Family photos, personal knickknacks, those things can actually hold buyers back from imagining their own life in the space.
So you're saying depersonalizing can actually make your home more valuable?
It can make a huge difference because when buyers connect with the space emotionally, they're usually willing to pay more.
Interesting. Okay, so we've decluttered. We're thinking like a buyer. But what about the actual repairs? Navarro gets real about the money stuff too, right?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He's got some, shall we say, strong opinions on overpricing your home.
Which can backfire big time, I bet.
100%. He even talks about how, some realtors might inflate that listing price.
Oh, juicy.
Just to snag a bigger commission.
It's a business for them too, I guess.
Right. So you really got to find someone who's looking out for your best interests. But yeah, overpricing, it just throws everything off.
Because then the house just sits there week after week.
Exactly. Makes buyers wonder what's wrong with it. And then you might end up having to lower the price even more than you initially planned.
Ouch. So what's the fix? Besides, obviously, finding a realtor you trust.
Well, once you've got that price right, Navarro says focus on 3 main things. Making sure all the major systems are good to go, eliminating any safety hazards.
Gotcha.
And fixing any obvious damage.
So like the big stuff, the important stuff.
Yep, those big ticket items.
Yep.
Your HVAC, plumbing, got to be solid.
Because if the furnace goes kaput a month after someone moves in...
Not a good look. Buyers want peace of mind. Even a leaky faucet, it might seem small, but it could make them worry about the bigger picture.
If they haven't fixed this.
Exactly. And then safety, of course. Navarro, he mentions loose handrails. Never would have crossed my mind.
Really?
But it makes sense, right? Especially for families with kids, older folks.
Safety is huge.
Huge. You want buyers to feel good about the place, not like they're inheriting a lawsuit waiting to happen.
True, true. So we've tackled the inside. What about curb appeal?
Oh, first impressions are everything. Cracks, peeling paint, gotta go.
Even if it's an easy fix.
Even then, you'd be surprised how much those little things can impact a buyer's perception.
It's all psychology, like you said. Speaking of which, Navarro, he really emphasizes cleanliness, like a lot.
Almost to a comical degree, like he doesn't even consider it a repair. It's just a given.
But it makes a difference, right?
Night and day. A clean house feels bigger, brighter, more inviting.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? He says that clutter actually masks other problems.
Completely.
People don't realize it, but all that stuff, it's like a smokescreen. Buyers can't even see the potential issues hiding underneath.
So a clean slate lets those possibilities shine through. I like it.
That's the idea.
So we're talking clean, decluttered, everything fixed. Sounds like a lot of work, though.
It can be, yeah. But Navarro, he has this great way of framing it. He calls it the buyer's mental checklist of doom.
Checklist of doom. Okay, I like where this is going.
Right. So the buyer's walking through your house, and in their head, they're making a list. Every little thing they see, every imperfection.
Loose doorknob, chipped paint.
Yep, all of it. It all adds up. And that list, it becomes their ammunition
Ammunition.
for negotiating a lower price.
Mm-hmm.
Each item, it's another reason for them to say, well, since you haven't fixed this.
We're going to need a lower price. Gotcha. So by tackling those little things.
You're taking away their bargaining chips,
Yeah.
making it harder to justify a low-ball offer.
Smart. It really puts all those tiny repairs in perspective. But, fixing up your house is only one part of the equation, right?
Good point. And Navarro, he gets into that too. He's big on understanding the different ways you can actually sell your house.
Because it's not always a straightforward process.
Not at all.
Mhm.
He even says sometimes a traditional sale, it isn't the best route for everyone.
Really? So when would you not go that route?
Well, it depends on your situation, the condition of your property. He even hints that some realtors, they shy away from those other options.
Like selling as is?
Exactly. Or working with investors, maybe?
Which he knows a thing or two about, right? Because he actually buys houses himself.
He does. So he's coming at it from both sides, which is kind of cool. He knows what those investor buyers are looking for.
Makes sense. And he mentions all this on his website, right? yourhousesoldtoday.com.
That's right. He lays it all out, how to navigate those different approaches.
So bottom line, for our listeners who are thinking about selling,
Preparation is key. Don't just slap on a coat of paint and call it good. Do your research. Understand your options.
find a realtor you trust, someone who's going to give it to you straight.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, it's about strategy, not just about making your house look pretty.
Love it. And on that note, we're wrapping up another deep dive. Hope you learned something. Until next time, everybody.
Happy selling.